Joshua, there is something I love about your story, which is the beauty of starting over again. Despite the failures and setback, you've managed to always bounce back. You've gone out there, lived a life where you weren't happy with, and you've now switched and chasing a life of meaning. How has that been for you?
Well, okay. First of all, like, thank you for the opportunity to actually be on a podcast like this, because it is actually it is let me say it has been it's been helping. It's helping the journey, it's helping the motivation and stuff. So for the talking about how the journey of restarting my life has been so far, it has actually not been easy. It has definitely been a lot. It has definitely been a lot, and I must say it has always been challenging. Let me say it has been more challenging than I even anticipated. And yeah.
Okay, I see you're into self improvement. You post a video every day talking about your struggles and your pain and what you aspire to be. Can you share what made you start doing that and being that kind of person who is okay being open with their pain and suffering?
Okay, so I would say I've always been the kind of person that aspire to be a better person, but I've never really understood what it takes to actually be better. I always thought that it just used to be like being patient with life, and things will work for, and being a good person, and things will actually come to work for you. But for the past few months now, I've been okay. Let me say for the past few years, I've been living my life based on what I know, and I've been understanding that life actually works on a different version of what I have been believing. And I understood that life would actually not change because of your perspective, but you have to change your perspective, because life is always the way it is, and that's how it is. So I've been I've been like working. I've been okay. I've had my personal challenges, and that has redirected my life into another phase, which I understood that if I don't work on the right path, I would just be miserable, because it's just like being in a condition where everything has already gone off the way for you, like where nothing is working, and you are just hoping and sitting right there doing the same thing and hoping that everything works. That has been my perspective, that since I'm patient, even if everything is crumbling down on me, it is definitely going to get to the point that it is going to work. But I guess I understood different, and I saw that I had to like actually actually had to work every day on what I want to do, and I just have to like take a step every day to better my life in general, and I will definitely get better at the end of the day. So
Definitely, definitely. What does courage mean to you? Can you say you are courageous?
yeah, I would say I'm courageous, because it took me so much guts to not give a fuck about what anybody is going to think about me, to be able to even decide or even imagine the thought of having to restart my life and coming from scratch. Because yeah, I'm courageous for sure. Yeah.
Is there anything you've done, maybe any challenges that you faced in the past, and you you overcame it, and you overcame it with courage that you feel like due to what happened, you feel like you are courageous?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Quite a lot, quite a lot of. Well, I'm the kind of person that actually, because sometimes you are courageous, but you don't really understand that this is courage. It's just like the philosophy of confidence. Confidence is, I once asked somebody that was very close to me, what is the difference between being confident and acting confident, and the person was giving me an explanation. But in actual sense, I understood that there is no difference between being confident and acting confident, because at the end of the day, it is the result of the result of acting confident is being confident. And so
The
you don't get to know if
result of
somebody
acting
confident
confident
is
is
being
being confident.
confident.
So you,
So
Are you trying to say that you don't really know you're confident, but you're just trying to like, I have to face this thing?
Yes, because only me know that it is my first time of facing this kind of things. Nobody actually knows. But when you look at the way I handled it, because I act confident, you are going to feel like as if I am stronger. Maybe I've experienced
Maybe
this before.
maybe you've gone through this kind of thing before.
Yeah, so I understand the concept of confidence, that it is not something that is always beauty. Yes, some people are naturally confident, but either naturally or you learnt it as an habit, the result is still being confident. So that's just what it is.
Okay, my next question is one of the wonders of the world. Are you in love?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What do you think about love?
Well,
To you, what does love mean?
love has different versions, and be like different love has different qualities. And for me, the original quality of love is based on who is expecting love for himself, not who is loving another person, because you might not even know how to love somebody else, but it's based on the quality of love that you expect, not how much you give. Because you might be giving so much in the aspect of love, and nobody will be able to love you back, no matter how much you show them or you choose to love them anyways. So if you don't understand the concept, if you don't understand the value of your love, I see love as something that is not free. I see love as something that is transactional. Yes, I understand that men pay with love for everything they do, and in essence their value is what is actually like, the love they give is actually what is skilled in every other aspect of their life. It takes a man to love with all he has for a woman to love him for just the sake of love. So, and it takes even your pet, you have to feed it, you have to take care of it. So I understand that love cost man everything, but in the same case, it doesn't mean that a man has to let everything be. It doesn't mean that a man shouldn't expect love from outside, even if he doesn't have the ability to pay for it, because love is something that is free. You just need to know, you just need to actually look for who knows how to love you without having you to pay a fee. So when you are paying the fee, it will just be a plus.
But a lot of people are scared to love because they feel like they've been used. You know, some people feel like they've been blackmailed due to they loved someone.
Yeah, definitely. Love, everybody is going to learn, and it is a matter of, if you don't want to learn the proper way, you will learn the hard way.
So you're just saying it's still worth it to go after love.
That is how life is. You're actually going to be shown pepper in order to know the difference between cucumber and pepper. You are going to be. So it's just that is just the way it is. You have your own personal experience to be able to discern the difference between love, because toxic love and real love are still love. So you have to have been in the toxic side, or to have seen the toxic side, for you to know that you don't want it. So you have to know what you want, and it is something that is going to show it to you, to show what you want to you and what you don't want. So that's how it is.
What do you think people usually get wrong about you?
About me?
Yeah.
I would say personally that people get my language wrong. People have just never looked at me and can say that this is the kind that you are a Yoruba boy. So that people always, it is always something else. My language is, people never just look at me and guess that I am just a Yoruba boy. So that's just
okay. Joshua, you grew up in a family of faith. Your dad is a pastor. Your brother Joseph is a pastor. Have you ever felt like you also wanted to be a pastor, or you want to follow in their footsteps? Have you ever been pressured like?
Yeah, so personally, first of all, Christianity is a personal race, and I would not call myself a Christian, not because I don't serve God, but my concept of God is different. Yes, the Bible, I understand the Bible to be the true way to God, like to the direct way to Christianity, but it's just like the religion is now more like politics than an actual spirituality. I believe in spirituality more than religion, and for me, every other person, for me, everybody can be a prophet, everybody can be a messenger in general. Everybody is actually a messenger. It's just about how you choose. It's just about how you choose. If you choose to follow your path, and if you choose to open your eyes to spiritual things, because everybody is spiritual, life is spiritual in general. I did not used to understand my mom when she used to tell me that life is more spiritual than physical. But I guess I guess I started seeing things, and it started leading me to opening my eyes about things that are not that are more of spiritual than physical. I used to see things as coincidence before, but when I started moving like the spiritual way in some sense, I started understanding that there is no coincidence in this life, and everything has before for any severe thing to happen in your life, positive or negative, it has had access to you through spirituality. So for the challenge of being a pastor, I've never actually wanted to be a pastor. I'm still going to reject it till tomorrow. But it doesn't that I also see that you don't have to be a prophet, a pastor, you don't have to be given a title under God for you to be a messenger and a positive minded person. It's just about spreading love and light, and that is just the purpose of spirituality. So I just value spirituality more than like religion. But the I would say that the advantage I have in my personal life is that my family like my family has had the I've had a great opportunity to be in the family that is actually like working in spirituality in a good way. So I don't really have so much challenging in choosing to be too much challenges in choosing to be a spiritual person. So that's what.
Okay, talking about family, what is one thing you think your family gets wrong about you that you want your family to understand, but they don't understand it?
I would say my family kind of thinks that I may be too violent in some cases, not to them, because I really really love and like cherish my family. So I might be a violent person, but
You're a violent person.
but I will never bring it to.
You took care of dogs now. You took care of cats, rabbits.
So like the experience is and the fact that I've actually gone out, I've been on my own, I've seen life in a different way that I've not seen it at home. It made me understand that people need violence outside, but if you have a loving family, you don't have to bring that shit home, and you can just. So I guess my family and me, they think I'm too violent, but I know they are too cool, and that is the thing. I actually just tend to be violent when I see that violence is the way out. It's not like
So
it's not
it's
an
like
habit for me.
if someone bring violence to you, you give them
Yes,
back.
it's always on reserve.
They bring peace, you give them
Yeah,
peace.
that's just the kind of person I am.
Okay, so you worked as a veterinary doctor, taking care of animals like dogs, cats,
Yeah.
rabbits. You've also worked as a phone technician.
Yeah,
You've run a laundry business with your brother,
yeah.
and now you are learning to fix cars. In all those skills that you've learned, was there any time you regret learning one of them? Probably you felt it was a waste of time and you shouldn't have learnt it.
So this question is actually a beautiful one, because recently I was just remembering my boss that I actually worked with in the aspect of that taught me how to be a veterinarian, a fish farmer. My boss is like basically an isle of knowledge, and I don't think I've ever seen any. Yes, they are good people, but that man fucking need to be like, he needs to be fucking tested for IQ test, like, because he's going to be like he's probably going to be like number 6 or something. Because I would say personally that I've never seen myself as an intelligent person or as a brilliant person from childhood. I've always seen myself as an average student, but I've had the opportunity to work with people that are actually brilliant and people that do so much with their life, and it has led me to be a smart person. That I can say for sure that I am smart. And even if I don't, even I understood that it doesn't take you to be brilliant, and it doesn't all those I understood that like all those brilliancy and intelligence is mostly more like it is mostly more cherished as a student in the aspect of education. But in general life, that is all those are not actually those are not criteria to actually be rich or wealthy. in general life. So having to learn all those, having to have been through so much, learning so many works in my lifetime has actually, it made me realize that it made it easier for me to be able to bounce back from any scratch that I find myself, because I've always understood that it has always been from one thing to another. It has always been from one thing to another. So if I get, it's just like it has always been. So it has always been from the veterinary, the fish farming. I did that throughout my childhood. Let me say throughout my secondary school for the whole of 6 7 years. And
Wow.
after that, I realized that I did not have the capital to either rear animals or like rear dogs. Even if I wanted a pet so bad, I realized that my parents are not in their own space, and I could not bring another animal into their space. And for a fish farm, I could not manage to own it. So, and I was still young, so I could not manage to raise the capital for a whole lot of those things. So I just had to keep those knowledge in reserve, which those knowledge I can still, yes, I might not remember everything, but if I want to go back to any of those things, all I need is just a revision from probably online and stuff, and everything will come back afresh. And then after school, I realized that I had to like work to be able to provide for myself, and even to raise the capital if I was going to do veterinary or fish farming or animal rearing. So like I had to like go into, while I was even learning from my childhood, when I was learning to be a veterinarian from my childhood, I've I've always been in love with like this with phone repair. Like it has been my thing because I never had a good phone, and I've been managing to get myself something. I'll just manage to get a scrap and try to fix it up and stuff. So I realized that just getting into phone repair, since it's something that I'm familiar with, it will help me to like
Yeah.
to learn faster and better. So I did that for like a year plus, and even before I was done learning, my boss could not even believe that I knew anything, because I can remember when he and my dad was having a kind of a conversation, and he was telling my dad that did I know anything, but he doesn't know that I already collected work from a lot of people and managed to even open my office at home. I had already bought some important engines in my room. I'm already
Some
doing
important tools.
some important tools inside my room, and people always like, I make it so easy that I was actually getting paid from home, that I can manage to sort out my transport from home to work. And it has just been, living a life like that has made me realize that I've even done bricklaying too as well. So sometimes sometimes when I start even working soft with my phone at home and stuff, sometimes I just feel like, man, I'm stronger than this one. I know it.
You can do more.
Yes, I know I can do more. I know that there's no limit that I can actually not push myself to. Because if it is hard, I know I have been hard for a very long time, and I could do a lot. Even sometimes that I would think I'm going to give up. So those things have actually made me who I am. So I've known that from my journey from little. I have been somebody that has always been busy doing something. I'm not the kind of person to sit down and while in my sorrow, because there's always a way forward for me.
Okay. Talking about all this, you were a veterinary doctor and you took care of dogs. Did you at any time experience a dog do crazy stuff?
So I remember how, so there's a breed called Boabu. It's
Boabu.
a breed, yeah, it's a Boabu. It's just like, it's from Bull Mastiff family.
Okay.
Yeah. There's this breed that is Boabu, but this specific dog, we bought it as an adult dog, and the name of the dog is Boabu. We did not name it Boabu. But I guess it is the first Boabu that the owner ever bought. So the owner just decided to give it the name Boabu. I see this dog, I cannot forget this dog, because it has one very annoying, like those very disgusting sleeping habits. You know, when she wants to sleep, she always put her leg up and snore so fucking hard. She will just put her leg up like this and snore so fucking hard. She does that all the time. And the another thing is that she's the dog that is closest to my boss's house. Like, she's inside, she's just at the corridor, because she's a very neat dog. She's not dirty. She
Was she
doesn't even
pregnant?
like stress. that's just a normal character of sleeping. And even when she was pregnant, when she had to give birth, she was so, it's just, I don't know how you be like a bitch, like just like how do I call it, like a baby girl. She's giving birth and she doesn't want to be stained by the stuff, and it led her to almost, even though that my boss was a veterinarian, he would have lost all her puppies because she wasn't even going to burst the sack that the puppies were inside. So my boss had to take care of all those things at that point in time to be able to then, after going all the stress of, but see that sleeping habit is something that I can never forget.
I guess the dog was a model.
I swear.
So which dog breed is your favorite?
Let me see. So I would say I just like, let me say Rottweiler. I would just say Rottweiler because Rottweiler is just a common, playful, just nice. But if I was going to, I'm not going to say I like German Shepherd because of their intelligence. But German Shepherd has been like overused in this country that we are in.
It's too much.
Yes, it's too, and even you can
look at that corner, you see German Shepherd.
Even getting to even identify a pure breed German Shepherd, like a German Shepherd, is even hard. They would have mixed it up and all those things. But I would say a Rottweiler is okay.
Talking about Rottweiler, who would win in a face-off, Pitbull or Rottweiler?
You cannot compare anything to Pitbull. Maybe Kanga. Maybe a Kanga, but that can fight with a Pitbull. But a Pitbull now, those dogs are fucking aggressive.
I had my own experience with a dog as a kid. We were coming back from school and we were trying to pass through a shortcut, and the guy was telling us that we should not pass there, but we refused. We were like, let's go. So the guy called his dog on us. So we were running. My guy from behind just pushed me and I fell, and the dog was like trying to bite me, but I only got a scratch because as I was turning, I just hit the dogs and he just shrugged and turned back. So I want to ask, if you are being confronted by a dog, what should you do? Because I know running is not the best option.
First of all, I would say running is never the best option until you are in the dog's compound. I would advise you to run the fuck out of his compound and let it just be. But if you are to actually like have a face off or be in a position to with a dog that you don't know or that doesn't know you, I would just say you just hold your peace and just stay one place, because in general, even if you are a weak ass nigga and you are going to be fighting with the person that wants to run away from you, you will have the motivation that you are going to beat that person up
because he's already running.
Yeah, so if not for the fact that I hear dogs, I will still be very afraid of dogs. I'm not afraid of dogs in any manner, but I'm not going to go to a dog owner's compound and show them my confidence in his compound. No, that is his home. I don't have any power.
He's going to defend it.
Yes, leave that compound. Then you can go and stand outside. Yes, at least, because the dog will want to attack you, but if you are not running, it will also be thinking maybe you should attack, maybe you will hit it, maybe you have the power to. So that's how it is. So
I am talking about compound. I went to a client's home. So getting into his compound, and the dog does. What does it mean? And is he asking for food or a belly rub? What does it mean?
You go to your friend's compound.
I got to a client's compound. Okay. I'm trying to like help him to repair something in his house. So getting into the compound, the dog started doing.
The dog is just trying to threaten you that who the fuck are you? What are you doing in this place? Like he's just trying to let you know that Mr. Man, what I did. And that sound is not only made aggressively. That sound can be made to the owner. And some people are scared of their dogs because of that sound, because of those growlings. And when the dog starts seeing that you are scared of those growlings, they start taking as advantage. Sometimes maybe they want to get mad at you. As an owner of a dog, you are not supposed to be afraid of your dog, no matter what the dog does, because the dog sees that you are getting afraid of it. It will start controlling you in an extent. If you want to tell him to do what he doesn't want to do, he's going to like growl at you, because you know you are afraid of it. But for you, the growl is a warning. But for his owner, the growl might just be, a dog can miss you so much and just be growling all around you and just be showing you love. That is their means of speaking without having to bark. that dog was going to back at you, but the owner was probably there. And the owner would not let the owner would probably shout at it or send him inside if he was backing at you making noise. So they just had to prove to you that, man, you are so lucky that
that my owner is
that my boss is
that
here.
you are a friend with my boss.
So that's how it is.
So is it true that in a dog camp, one dog is usually the alpha?
Yes, I would say yes, because most especially, like if the dogs are together, there is definitely going to be an alpha, and that alpha is going to be tested by fights, by war. It is not going to be peaceful, because we have had many instances at my working place at that time where we bring an adult, we buy an adult breed and bring from outside, and then maybe it's because our dogs are tamed. If they have boundaries, they understand instructions. But bringing another dog from outside now, it want to like show that he's aggressive and stuff. And there was a particular scenario that even happened at my working place. There's this dog called Robert. She's a Rottweiler. I really love Robert, because when I started learning work, I got to meet her. Like, it seems like it's the same week or the same day that I started learning work, that Robert was brought to our farm as a puppy. So me and Robert's connection has been so fucking tight, like it has been so close. So there was this time, Robert is now an adult, like 2-3 years plus. So there was this other roads they brought to our farm, very big, like big, aggressive, tight, bigger than Robert. So that dog is always showing that he's crazy, and she's always marking territory that she's crazy. Yeah, so we used to reduce all our dogs to poo in the evening, like around 4-5, so that they don't poo in their cage, and they will go back. They know that they understand the instruction. Go out, if your cage is open, go out there, go and poo, ease yourself and get back to your cage. So if any dog is done and you call the name, she knows that she's going back to her cage. So this other Rottweiler that is trying to mark territory, I've forgotten her name. She used to be so aggressive, and everybody would just let her be. Robert is not the kind of dog that like trouble. But there's this time now we brought another cane corso. Her name is Ruby. Okay. So this Ruby is very, very nice. She's gentle. She's scared of everything. She doesn't want any problem. So now there's Robert, Ruby, and this other Rottweiler. Yeah. So this Rottweiler now I want to come and show. He's already showing aggression on every other dogs in that farm. So now this Rottweiler now had to go and meet Ruby, and Ruby is just a gentle dog. She never wants problem. She wants to run, but that dog is even biting her and is not allowing her to run. And you not believe that Robert was on chain, but seeing these actions taking place in her presence, Robert had to remove that collar from her neck. She will never try to do such a thing when she's on chain. She know that she has to be there, that kind of thing. But she had to force herself and remove that collar. And when Robert had to go and meet the other Rottweiler, I did not believe that Robert had this kind of viciousness in her that day. Like, she made me understand that. She was
trying to defend others.
Yeah, she defended Ruby so much that after that day, that other Rottweiler she actually knew that Robert was not something to fuck with, and she was not trying to exhibit her power and every other, because she know that now there's somebody to challenge her and take her down. So there's always a boss, but sometimes most times the boss is not the strongest. The boss is just like
someone will watch out for the other person.
Yes, who has more confidence. The boss is just like who has more confidence, who just wants to show himself. Now Robert knew she could take her, but she doesn't see any point in being the boss. She has been here long enough. You get, but the other ones that came now wanted to mark territory to show them that I'm not something to fuck with, which Robert did not initially actually give a fuck about. But even if you are going to be the boss, but don't like don't bully my friend at it. You get, so the boss is not something. The boss actually gains more advantage where there is shortage of food. You get, so that boss will get more advantage because the other dogs around will be scared to put mouth where the boss is always respected among them. So the boss actually has to eat first before letting every other dog eat, and that's just where the power comes. But for our case, their cases are separate, so there's no point in being the boss.
Okay. Are you in support the lion is the king of the jungle?
It is for a purpose, because it would have been a coincidence, but for Africa, for Europe, for every other continent, the lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not like as if they came to impose it upon us that the lion is the king of the jungle. Even Kiniwe Ajuda, even to Yoruba Kini, like, so the lion, even the fact that there are no lions in our jungles, the lion is still understood as the king of the jungle. So it is there for a purpose, and
Yeah.
I guess it's for the pride.
Joshua, you walk into a room filled with amazing people and leaders, and you are given a split second to introduce yourself. And you have to introduce yourself in such a way that they would love to be around, they would love you to be around them. How would you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm definitely going to say that is going to be very fucking challenging, because even if you give me an hour, I don't think I'll be able to properly introduce myself. Yeah, so I would say even if you gave me an hour, I would not be able to properly introduce myself. But if I'm going to introduce myself, I'm going to say I'll probably go like I don't expect me to actually do this in a nice way, because it's a big challenge, but I'm going to have to do it anyways. So I'm just the kind of person that don't give up. I'm the kind of person that always aspire to be better. I'm the kind of person that has understood that I am made for more, and I am meant for more, and I'm the kind of person that understand that I have to do more in order to achieve more, and that is where I am right now. I am just in the process, and I would really like people like me around me to make it easier, because what one man can do for a year, if two people come together as a group to like achieve it, they can actually get it done in 6 months, and that is saving a whole lot of time. So I would just like people that are like-minded around me, and not just like-minded, because people that are actually better than me. I know it is a challenge to work with somebody that you are better than, but at least probably seeing the little fire that is burning in me, you can consider working with it.
Okay, as someone who has done so many things, learned so many skills, what do you think of the hustle culture in Nigeria?
So just talking about this country is something that I don't even like involving myself with in the first place, because it has made a whole lot of people to believe that it is impossible to be successful in this life, and it has for real, and it has gotten me so down at a point that I had to stop watching the news. I had to stop associating myself with anything about this country, because it is so depressing to understand that you are in a system that doesn't work.
Definitely.
Like, and you have to create a system that works
for you.
Yes, every person in this country that is successful had to create his own system. So being in this country system doesn't work in general. I don't like like it took me so much energy and effort and like stress to understand that just because the country economy is not working and the system is not working doesn't mean that nothing is actually working in it. And you can actually just decide to, if you want to be successful, if you believe you are made for more and stuff, and you believe you are made to be greater, and probably you see yourself flying out of this country one day, you still have to do it from this country regardless. And you have to understand that, like, you have to just don't give a fuck about the country and just keep doing your thing and keep believing delusionally. Because if you associate, I would say if you associate with yourself with the country, you probably not be able to find your way out, or you just get stuck in the corruption and stuff. So you just believe in yourself, just focus on your own self and your pet and your business, whatever you are doing, focusing on getting better. Because if you can make it out of this country alive, if you can make it out of this country successful, I promise you every other place is going to it's just going to be a piece of cake for you.
No, for me, I would not say don't give a fuck about the country. I would just be saying don't expect the people up there to come and help you. Just look for your own thing. What do you love doing, and just keep on chasing it every day. So I want to ask you this question: on a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself. How much do you like money? Why are you scared to talk about money?
Probably 100. Because I love money so much, but I understand that, like, even the Bible say the love of money is the root of all evil. I understand that I can love money so much, but I would not do something. I would not go out of my way to make money. I would not go out of my like, how would I put it? My standards, my values to make money, because there was a time in my life that my mom actually made me understand something that actually stuck with me for years, and that particular that particular talk is still helping me, to become a better person in the aspect of in financial aspect. And at that time she told me that at that time I used to think, I used to get worried, I used to try my best, I used to try to look for money to make myself and my family happy. I used to try to provide because I'm a provider. I've always been a provider. So but it got to a time my mom was telling me that probably maybe I did not do some house chores, and she was letting me understand that I did not do house chores, and later I'll be saying that if I have money I'll give them and stuff. And I'm like, yes, if I have money I'll give you, you know, and stuff like that. But she told me that that it is not the money that I'm going to have in future that is going to make me happy. There is no amount of money that you are going to give me that will make me happy. And not, yes, I understand that is a big statement to make. But for my mom is barely impressed by money. Like, she's barely impressed by money. Then she let me understand, I understand that see the little things I actually do to make her happy, the little efforts I make to ease her of the stress that she's going through, considering the fact that maybe she has been working since morning and I just take care of the house, clean it up, probably prepare food before she's back, and not having to add extra stress to her initial stress is enough to make her happy. And it is not all about the money. And that message stuck with me. It did not really mean a thing at that point in time, but as I was growing, I got to understand that some people are actually useful, like only in financial aspects in their life, and that takes away a lot of values out of you, because when you don't have that money you are going to be a very useless, irresponsible like
person.
So I understood that yes, I love money so much, but see my values, the values that I can give you without money, I'm not going to give it to a person that does not appreciate it without money. You get? So that is it. So that is my perception of my that's my scale of how much I love money. I love it so much, but I will not go out of my way for it.
It shows your mom has really played a huge role in your life.
Yeah, she has.
Do you still work out?
Yeah, I do every day actually.
How many push-ups can you do straight up?
I can do 100 push-ups straight up.
100?
Yeah. Because you see, after that time we had a conversation of when I was confused about what to move on with my life, because you actually play a big role on my life to this point as well, on this my present movement, my present status in my life, because you actually told me of one or two things, and since that time I've always been doing a push-up. Like today I was so lazy that I didn't know how to do anything. But I did 100 push-ups. I do at least 200 push-ups every day, sometimes 300, 400, and I include some pull-ups with it as well. And just like I said, the understanding of my past self will not let me be lazy, because I understood that I used to be the person that used to do calisthenics. I used to want to be a calisthenic pro, and that takes so much of energy and workout strength. So doing 100 push-ups, 200 push-ups is just less, but I'm just using it to hold my body up and just not be lazy and stuff. So that's how it is.
Your life as a creator hasn't been a easy ride. You said you were trying to be posting consistent every day with your phone. Then your phone that used to film your videos got spoiled. You saved and got it fixed, and it was stolen where you went to charge it, and the police got involved. Can you tell us how everything turned out, and how do you plan to bounce back from that setback?
So so this particular aspect of my life is something that I've not been able to actually detach my emotions from the experience, because it's something that whenever, like, I guess I actually need to achieve so much in my life for me to be able to detach my feelings and my emotions from having this conversation, because I've lost so much and it has not been funny. It has been, I'm still on the process right now, and I still have to be going to the police station because of I've not even getting, like, there is no justice to the fact that I lost my phone. I took my phone to charge. I never charge my phone outside. it is such an expensive phone. It is such a like I actually got my phone because it's just like as if you are seeing that you could need maybe let me say you are seeing the future and you are seeing that you might need to actually get into content sometime in the future, and then you see like let me just get this phone down so that even if I don't have anything, I will have the best quality of camera to start up something. And then just trying to in the process of trying to better my life, I will say I have come across more challenges.
So, with all these setbacks that you've gone through, do you think God is testing you? Because I will tell you something, problems are a blessing, they prepare us for what we want to become. So, do you think God is testing you to prepare you for that thing you're dreaming of becoming?
I would say I would say in my own sense that I believe that apart from the fact that God is testing, I really don't see it as a test from God personally, because challenges is something that everybody goes through, and there is not a point in your life where you'll be free from challenges. It only gets bigger, and it is just a bigger challenge for you to be bigger than your challenges, so you'll be able to manage to handle them. So in general, everybody goes through challenges, and the people that God are not, even the people that don't serve God in general are still going through better or worse. But everybody goes through challenge, and it's just the way we see it. It is just something that we should be entertained, that we should embrace, and we should actually strive to actually like to win most of the time. And that is how we get to grow and get better. Just need to like see the challenge, try your best to overcome it and get over it. And it is definitely something like that is definitely going to come back again. It might just be bigger or smaller, but the fact that you managed to handle it properly this time is going to make it less of a problem than it was at this point in time. So that's how it just is. It is not, to me, it is not a personal challenge from God. And if it is still to make me bigger, it is to make me great. If it is from God in person, or if it is from God personally, then that is setting it for me because He has seen that I'm definitely going somewhere very higher than this. So challenges is just normal, and we should just learn to get over it and we'll get better at it.
I saw a video of yours where you were working on the tire of a car. So I don't know, what is your aim? What are you trying to achieve posting those kind of videos?
So it was actually not the tire, it was the shock. I was fixing the shock and
The absorber.
hub, yes, and the hub, yes. So the thing is that losing my phone has cost me so much. It has cost my dream so much as well, and it has set me so backward that I literally have to be settling for what I have. I have to be working with what I have. Yes, I like making posts like that, but I could make better posts like that with motivational sounds like that. Like when I had my phone, with me, I used to make my workout sessions video. I would just join in different positions of workouts and just clip them together.
So it's just like you're giving us your what you're going through currently.
Yes,
Like you're giving us,
yes,
you're telling
I'm
us, you're showing us what you're doing today.
Yes, but without having to tell you the process.
The
I
process.
just watch, enjoy the process, and
Just
listen
see
to something
this.
positive.
This is what I'm doing.
Yes.
And you are showing us the raw thing. You're not
Yes,
putting any
yes.
fancy stuff.
That's actually
I saw you actually using the spanner to like beat the boat.
So that is actually what I plan to do with my life. I plan to like work towards getting better with my life and showing the whole world the process without even having to explain every single detail to the world. So I just want my page to be something that you can watch. I want my page to be something that when you watch, you get the point that this guy is doing so much with his life. Like who is this guy exactly? Because he's doing so much. That is just the kind of thing, the kind of person I want to be. I want to be better. I just want to be better in every aspect. And even the aspect that I don't know, even the aspect I've not started, I still want to start. I want to start new things and still just be better at it. So that's just.
What is your dream?
So actually, I'm not even able to size my dream up in full. But I understand that My dream is to be better. My dream is to be better in every aspect of my life, and I'm just working towards building my dream life. I would not say one specific thing is my dream, because at the end of the day, I just want to get to the destination of being successful, being a great person, being a strong person, because all these are dreams as well. But people don't tend to see it as, people only tend to see like success and money as the main dream in life. But in person, I aspire to be a better person, a bigger person. I aspire to beyond this level that I am. And I would say, like right now, I'm into mechanics, but my dream is not to become a mechanic and stuff. But I would just like, I have so much knowledge, and I would just like to acquire this knowledge as a phase of my life as well. And I will aspire to fix cars, but not as a for a commercial purpose. Actually, I would like to actually fix highly upgraded cars in future. And I can, like, you can never determine how life will actually,
Turn
the
out.
path life will actually end up leading you towards. But I just understand that I like fixing cars. I would like to be fixing cars and hobby, not for. But I'm actually into mechanics for the for the sake of actually acquiring the knowledge, and so that, like I said earlier, that I just want to be the kind of person that, like, will be the boss and actually set up like infrastructures to for wealth. So I'm into these mechanics right now, not because I want to be a mechanic, but I want to have the basic knowledge of how a car works and what it takes to set up a car, and that can lead me also to, like, to owning a car dealership shop, or a car dealer, or a, like, a parts shop, which is actually a very good business to actually do as well. And it can help me to, like, to relate with other countries like China as well. But I just have to start somewhere, and
Definitely.
yes, and I don't know anybody that is up there where I'm going. But probably if I decide to just embark on the journey,
Like showing up on
yes,
online, posting your videos
yes,
every
and
day.
stuff like that. So
It's part of the process.
yeah, so I believe I'm going to hit my luck. Not like luck actually. I believe I'm going to work my way through the process, and I'm eventually going to get there.
Okay. In one word, can you tell us where you see Joshua in the next 5 to 10 years in one sentence?
I would say it's in one sentence. I would say I see myself better
You see
in
yourself
every aspect.
doing better.
Yes, in every aspect.
You see yourself becoming the best version of
Yeah,
you
exactly.
see
That's the
Joshua, you
word.
see the best version of
Yes,
Joshua.
that's the word. The
Okay,
best part.
so the would I say the last question before we end the podcast? What is the best advice you've ever received?
So I would not tag it the best advice, but it has been a very, very good advice, because a lot of advice are very good. But this has been a very, very good advice, and it's for my boss that taught me veterinary, fish farming, and every
Wow.
other thing. That man is not my boss, he's my second father actually. And if I'm going to number him, I'm not going to actually number him one or two. If I have to set him by my daddy's side, I'm not going to number any of them. I'm just going to categorize both of them as my father, because they are both that important to my life. And is when he told me that I should not make the I was still a small boy, but he told me I should not make the mistake of investing in anybody that might, like, I should not make that mistake of investing in anybody. Instead of investing in anybody, I should invest in myself. That if I'm not going to invest in myself, I should not invest in anybody and hoping that when they get there, they will come back for me. That the best I can do is to invest in myself. And he gave me examples with his life, because that man tells me a whole lot of story. Even if I know nothing about life, if I see just merely living with him, being with him, will teach me, will give me a good knowledge about how life works, because he let me understand how much he has done for his siblings as the first son at that time. He has done a lot for his younger ones, and now everybody is in, a lot of people are in good places now, but they would not even see, like try to even look at his side. And he was making that mistake of investing in them, believing that when they make it
when they get to that
come,
level,
at least they will come back for him and they will help him. Also, they will bring him up to their level. So he, and with the example, he gave his life as an example, and it's something that I relate to.
He was telling you his mistake.
Yes, because
it's just like someone who is smoking and telling you don't smoke.
Yes,
don't
so
smoke.
you should really take it from him. You should get that he's speaking from experience, and that advice is not just from a perspective. It is the best perspective to life. It is not just like from a smoker's, like let me say, it's just like you giving an example, like from a smoker's perspective that you shouldn't smoke, but the smoker might maybe is the one that has lost some kidneys that is telling you don't smoke. There are other smokers out there that did not lose kidneys and stuff. But this one, apart from the fact that it's hot, even if it is good, it is not a reasonable idea to help somebody up when you are down. Help yourself first. Help, you can drag people up from above.
Just
don't
like
lift people up.
It's like when they
below.
tell people love yourself first.
Yes,
when
that's
you love
very
yourself,
important.
you'll be able to spread that
Very
love
important.
across to other people.
Because you can only learn to love people better when you know how to love yourself properly.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is. That's the best advice.
Definitely. And finally, when people hear your name, Joshua, years from now, what is the one thing you would want them to remember you for?
First of all, it is quite unlikely for people to refer to me as Joshua in the first place, because you are referring to me as Joshua because you have known me for a very long time. I told my babe something one time. I told her that anybody that you see me calling Joshua, that person has been my childhood friend. That person has known me from when I was like 10 years below. Because I'm mostly known as Tigo. I'm mostly referred to as Tigo in general. And even my TikTok is not referring to me as either. So, but I know that wherever my name comes up, it is going to be as somebody that never gives up. It's going to be somebody that always tries. Even in the midst of without opportunities or chances, I am going to be the person that never gives up. I'm going to be the person that don't mind looking crazy. I'm going to be the person that is going to give it all. I'm going to be the person that is going to try before he says it doesn't work. I'm not going to be the best. It's not like I will take advice from people, but at the same time, I know what I'm looking for. I'm going to give it my own efforts, because it might not be good for somebody. It's just like getting to a place. Let me say, it's just like getting to an occasion now, and they are chasing everybody away. And let me say, they say accommodation is full. You are getting to an event and they say the accommodation is full. They are not allowing anybody enter inside the gate. And they come to meet the son of a king and tell him that they have chased over 1,000 people there now, and there is no access to entry. For that, it is easier for the child of the king to believe that they are chasing everybody if he doesn't know his worth. But he has to get there first to know there might be a difference. So I think you should. I'll be the person that always wants to get there first and try for myself. It might still be a no, but my no might be better. You get?
Yeah, so get it. Thank you, Tigo.
That's fine. The only time you call my name right.
Your story is a proof that starting over isn't a failure. It's courage. Every twist has been a teacher. Every setback a setup for something greater. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, Tigo. And to everyone listening, remember, life doesn't have to be figured out all at once. Keep moving, keep learning, and keep envisioning. Until next time, this is Envision with Tunde Stark.
Yeah. Bye. See you in the next video.